My name is Elfie and thank you for being here. Today we are going to talk about why it is so important for us to trust the universe. The universe always has our back, even if we don't feel like it. The universe is always working for our highest and greatest good, even if we can't see that right now. Now, the universe can be an interchangeable name. You may like to use the word divine or spirit or God or goddess or source energy. It is really all the same energy. It is the energy that is within all things. And it is the energy of love and of consciousness and of light source energy. When we trust the universe, we build a beautiful bond with the universe where the universe responds to our trust. Now, the universe is always working in our highest and greatest good, even if we don't trust the universe, even if we experience lessons and experiences that may be absolutely challenging and really unpleasant to experience. But if you have gone through something that has been challenging and gone through something that has been really unpleasant, if you remember and recall at some point in time when you have gone through that experience, at some point in time after that experience, you may have the realization of, oh, this actually was for my highest and greatest good. Maybe it was a relationship that you thought was your divine counterpart, but then upon separating from this person somewhere along down the line, you realize that you were not actually compatible and you were not actually in pure resonancy with one another. Or maybe you move home and it is a very scary, stressful, horrible experience, but you realize where you were living was not actually the place where your soul was actually resonating. There are many other examples that I can give, which I'm sure you can think of something challenging. Maybe if you'd like to pause this video now, and maybe you can have a think or a journal about something recently that you have gone through, or something in the past you have gone through, where actually it was for your highest and greatest good. And after that experience, you're thinking, wow, I'm actually so much better off now that I went through that thing, because of what I have gained from that experience has made me stronger. It has made me open myself up more to life, more to myself. It has made me seek new opportunities or meet new people that I wouldn't have before. And it really is an experience that is shaping us to be more our true selves. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. It is raining a little bit here. We are at the end of winter. The weather's kind of all over the place here. It was so sunny this morning. Yeah, so when we trust the universe, it, I want to say, rewards that trust. When we surrender to the knowing that we are taken care of and that the universe has our back, we can relax in that knowing, and it takes a lot of stress off when we are going through challenging or difficult times. Knowing that we are taken care of, knowing that the universe knows what's best for us. It knows our wants, it knows our needs, and it actually knows what is best for us. More than we do. Way more than we do. A lot of the time we think we know better, but we actually don't. An example I like to give is us thinking, oh, if you're thinking, oh, this is, my person, and you are choosing them as opposed to letting the universe choose for you and give you the person that your soul actually desires. The comparison is when we choose, we are like, oh, this is a beautiful rose. I love this rose. This rose is all I deserve. This is the best rose ever. When we let the universe decide for us, and when we trust the universe will exceed our expectations far beyond our wildest dreams. And the universe, in comparison to one single rose, will give you a banquet, a banquet of roses. It will also give you a bubble bath. It will also give you a sunset, maybe some chocolate too, and some beautiful candles. And it will just continue giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to you, the more that you trust the universe. It's going to give to you anyway, but it will give to you more the more that you trust. And what it gives to you will be a bit different to if you don't trust. It will give you more lessons. If you trust, you get more blessings. An affirmation that I've been saying recently is, I'm too blessed to be stressed. And it's been working out nicely when I remember to say it. Recently, I had a very debilitating experience where my van that I live in, it's my home. Not only is it my home, but it is also my wheels. It is how I get around on this, third dimensional plane with the roads and stuff. And it just stopped working in the middle while I was in the middle of a turn, in the middle of an intersection, and I was stuck there for 2 days, and I just, trusted that the universe was going to take care of me, and a stranger, paid for me to get towed away. And then I, reached out on socials, and I had a few people offer their place for me to get back up on my feet. And because I am so, it's so divine, and I am so blessed, as we all are. There's a mechanic that literally lives the opposite house across the street, and he just so happens to be a mechanic of 45 years. And he, what he quoted me to fix my car is, I can't do the mathematics of the percentage, but it is a lot. I want to say it was like 80% or 70% less than what I was originally quoted to fix my car. And I was actually told to scrap my car, and it was very debilitating when you go through experiences and you don't really have anyone to call upon. A lot of you that are on this journey will know what I'm talking about. It's a very lonely journey at times, but that is why we are the light workers and the star seeds, the indigos, the crystals, the rainbows. We are the light warriors, the guardians of Gaia, that are here to help humanity with her ascension. So it's, I'll say, unfortunate, but we do usually go through really intense things. And yeah, it's been a very intense experience for my inner child. A lot of old programs and patternings have been coming up to the surface for me to move through and really feel that in extreme pain. And I am feeling so grateful today and yesterday. I'm feeling so much better. I'm in a beautiful safe space with a beautiful soul who is very calm and very generous and kind, and I'm just so taken care of. And I think the more that we just trust that we are taken care of, even if we can't see it, we just have to keep trusting and keep knowing that whatever we are going through is for our highest and greatest good, even if we still don't know the reason. I think a big reason for me was the universe wants me to just rest. I haven't had a rest. I haven't had a proper sleep for over 2 years. I've really um, have had so much discordance and stress and challenges in my external reality, and my whole life has been, full of challenges and extreme trauma. And yeah, I think the universe just wants me to rest. Like, I'm still actively, working towards things, but yeah, I was dealing with a lot of creepy men at nighttime. Little bit different to that kind of stalkerish behavior, but different to the regular stalkers that I've experienced. Just very creepy, bothersome behavior. I'm not intimidated at all, but just very like, I can't fully relax. I'm always looking over my shoulder, extra hyper vigilant, just because, I have to protect myself. So I hope me sharing that story gives you a little bit of hope that things do always get better and nothing lasts, and all we have to do is just really trust and surrender to our higher knowing. Like, what is your heart telling you? What is your intuition telling you? And really follow that thread, and just don't lose hope. Even if you have lost hope, just know that sometimes shit just happens, and maybe sometimes there isn't a bigger purpose. Like, I know what happened with my van was because someone put the part in incorrectly, and I just happen to be on the receiving end of that. And so um, we are constantly expanding and growing, and growth is a very uncomfortable, painful process. And I definitely feel different after this experience. Like, every experience I go through that's horrendous, I feel at some point I feel stronger after it, and I feel more embodied, more empowered. And yeah, this was definitely an experience, another notch in my belt. I have a lot of people that tell me I should write a book, but I don't have any desire to write a book about everything I've been through. I think that would be a very horrible, unpleasant book to read. Just like a giant book full of traumas, and the book would even be too big for it to even be one book. It would be like a trilogy of traumas, and I just feel like no one wants to read that. That would not be enjoyable. So yeah, I hope this video helps you, and just remember too that if you are really going through something, that the universe does love you, and you do have guides and spirit animals and angels that are always guiding you and protecting you, and trying to keep you as safe as possible. So I hope you can rest in that, knowing that the universe is always working for your highest and greatest good, and that you are loved, and to just trust that everything will work out. So I hope to see you next time, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, comment down below. It really helps my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.